Hello there all. I thought we'd do something a little different for this next video. Non-military, something peaceful for a change. And actually it's one for the model railway enthusiasts, or any kind of landscaping enthusiasts, I suppose, these days. People do seem to be building all kinds of weird wonderful inventions out there. But this was primarily made for it's a TT gauge railway, which is kind of in between the 00 gauge and the N gauge railways. It used to be quite popular here in this country, in Britain, in the 1960s and late 50s, but not now, not really as much. It's more of a niche interest now. However, over in Europe, across the channel, it's very popular, especially in Germany. It's massive in Germany, TT scale, and they've got some incredible layouts there. I mean, really just amazing. And the modelling and the landscaping that goes with the layouts is incredible. But anyway, one of the companies that caters to this German market, well, I say German market, I mean you can buy them, you can buy their products online. I mean anybody, anywhere in the world who uses TT, as it says there, can buy these products online. The company is Auhagen, and this is what is called an Aussichtssturm, which is basically a country tower. It's a country tower or viewing platform like you see out there in the national parks or other parts of the countryside. Or it's even a folly in a way. It's a kind of a folly. It's just built. That this one's been a folly that's been kind of put to use, or it may have been even an early, imagine it's just an early watchtower that's, built for probably strategic reasons. Who knows? Who knows? But this is for tourists and visitors, so they could toddle up the steps up into the tower and have a nice view. And what comes with this kit, I mean this is a model kit, although it is all pre-painted up. I believe we're going to have to look in a minute. There's also a little souvenir cabin, snack cabin. Maybe it's a cafe as well, I don't know. Anyway, it says souvenirs on there. So let's have a quick look inside. Open it up. Quick look inside. It's quite a small box. Very simply laid out, but the pieces are not in a bag by the looks of things. Here's the tower. Can't think it being anything else. Well detailed. I was thinking of painting this up, like giving this some paint washes and things, just as an added, being an obsessive painter and modeller. It might have been nice to give this a few washes, but I don't really think it needs any. You could actually end up ruining it. It's possible though, maybe in a few places. I don't know. It may be one to leave well alone, because it's quite nice as it is. There's some nice tonal bands, or sort of tonal differentiation and textural marks and colours already dyed into the plastic mould. It is a good mould. It's a lovely little mould. This kit wasn't very expensive. I mean, obviously I had to pay the dreadful Evil Bay add-ons and postage, but I don't think I paid much for this. I can't actually remember how much I paid for it though. Not much. And you get inside this little Auhagen GmbH. They're actually from Marienburg in Germany. Marienburg, little town. And these are just examples of the range. I mean, it's a vast range for these TT railways. In fact, by the way things are going, it looks like this video might have to be in 2 parts. Because no doubt, the memory stick will run out. But this is an example of what other things you can get. Sort of European style or German houses. It's a pity there aren't sort of some British style products as well, because if you're building a British layout, you can get away with these houses. I mean, after all, it's only a train set. But if you're a stickler for reality, or making a replica of a real life construction, then you've either got to spend a lot of time scratch building, or you just want to buy something. I mean, they do go to elaborate lengths. I mean, there's basically whole towns you can buy. I mean, look at this thing here. This is some sort of mineral. Oh, it's like for the tracks, I think. It's a huge mineral layer for the tracks. I mean, that's a complicated model. I think you can just buy that whole like that for your railway. But they've got an infinite range of products. But anyway, I'll take these out quickly. You've got another little basic photocopied leaflet there, which is the instructions. That's it. That's all you need. That is all you need, folks. You've got the tower and your souvenir hut, plus steps to get into the tower and a door. And that's just another little, it's probably one of these safety things or guarantees. Not very interesting. And these little coloured pieces of plastic, look, isn't that great? There's something in the bag here. What's that? Oh, vegetation or flowers or something. Look at that. And I'll not take that out, so I'll end up losing it. It's dusty. But they're basically, it's flowers, so you can stick them onto. Look. There you are. Flowers and grass and other little plants. So we mustn't lose that or let that spill. And so it's a basic little kit. We've got little benches for outside the tower. There. Little benches. People to sit on. Or outside the souvenir hut. Actually, it might be possible to do this in one. There's someone's hairs in there. I don't want the hairs. Get on your model. Loads of hairs in here. Whinge whinge. Actually, it could be plastic threads, but I think they actually look like it. Anyway, enough of that blather. Another section. Well, yeah, that's the plastic hairs come off the sprue. Another section there. It's wall section. That's the base of the tower, I think. Well, it's got like a little doorway in it, so maybe it could be for the roof of the tower, and then the battlements, where the battlements go round it, for all I know. That's quite a nice piece there. So, good addition to any railway, any TT size railway. You get a few decals as well. Look, that's the decals for the snack bar. It's even a little map. So that's quite nice. Decals there. See them? Hopefully you can see them. But the camera's blurred out on me. The camera drives me nuts, this thing. I've got to get a new one. Another sprue here, which looks like some fencing, some grey fencing. Looks like fencing. It's saying the instructions, in fact, they're not even on there. They're actually not on the instructions. These bits out here. Some sort of fencing, but I can't see it there. Ah, there. Oh, it's if you. Okay, so if you make a diorama base, you can actually build a diorama base for this. If you see underneath there, if we look there. So there's your souvenir hut, your tower. And then a little fenced off public area, I guess, or an area that's like fencing off the actual viewpoint tower. So the tower's within it. It's just like an enclosure. So you've got a little enclosure fencing off the tower, the viewing tower, and your little weenie cafe souvenir hut. Isn't that fantastic? Brilliant stuff. Bit of romance, countryside. Yeah. This is for the hut. This is the hut. That's rather nice actually. Nice little crisp, well-defined plastic. It's well-defined plastic. Nicely made little model, I must admit. Very nicely made. Amazing that there are all these people out there in factories making these touching little kits for people's pleasure, just to take them away from the mundanities and all the other problems of daily life. We can stare at a railway or a model, forget our worldly woes. Green sprue here, that's rather nice as well. There's a door, that's a tower door there. You can see that. Yeah, impressed. Oh look, some little yellow chairs. That's for outside. We've got some little yellow chairs. There. Pretty simple. Nicely coloured. When the plastic is, you know, it's injected into the colours are injected right into the plastic itself, so there'll be no need to paint those unless you're like a fanatical type model where you want to tone things into the landscape. That's another base with some stones, flagstones. Oh, that's the base for the souvenir hut. You can see it there. So you've got a little flagstone base, which is quite nice. I mean, you could panel line that a bit. You could not panel line as such. I mean, I'm talking about aircraft, but you could flow some washes into there. Flow some washes into there, then wipe them off to weather it slightly if you wanted to do that. And then again, more chairs. Red ones. So you've got red and yellow chairs to sit outside your souvenir hut on. That's the battlements of the castle. They look a bit bland actually. They do look a bit kind of too artificial, but again, you could weather that up a little, but it's a minor point. I mean, I'm sure once it's on there, it's probably quite smart. I can't actually put it on because there's a sprue that you need to take that off, and then it basically seats on the top, obviously, you know, like there. It seats there. So there we have it. A nice little addition to any landscape, country landscape or railway model layout, any model layout. So yeah, there's a whole range. I think this one here, this Hintergrundgestaltung. I think that's like a background. It's like you can actually buy scenic backgrounds to your railway and position them on the wall, you know, by the side of your layout, so you can actually believe that you're in the middle of the countryside, steaming through it on a high-speed electric train or a diesel or whatever takes your fancy. Coal tender, I don't know. Trees as well. There's some nice trees. Landschaftsbau. There we go. Landschaftsbau. Some nice trees there. But then there's sort of tackier range. They've got a funny sort of tackier Christmassy sort of range, which are quite nice, but they do look a bit garden centre, if you know what I'm saying. A bit garden centre those, but you know, they've got taste. You know, they cater for every taste. Look, there's another like German medieval city there. There's another one there. So And I'm sure this is only, you know, a small percentage of the range that they're showing. So I'll put that all the way back in its box for a rainy day, and I hope that's inspired some of you out there to do something with your railway, or given you an eye opener to companies that are making these products. But it's a very good quality product. It's obviously done with loving care. In fact, on the side of the box, look, you can even get housing estates. Look, you buy a housing estate to you've got more of an urban layout, or you know, a suburban layout, town layout. It's all there. Yeah, very good quality. Nice quality box. Nice photo. Yeah, that gives you an idea, you know, what the finished product looks like with you when you've got your other, when it's kind of blended in with your other scenery, with your trees and other vegetation, and your stick-on sky background. So that's enough of my waffle for model railway enthusiasts, and that's the conclusion of the Aussichtssturm, or the viewing tower, country folly, call it what you will. Okay, thanks for listening. I hope that was slightly informative and maybe even entertaining, who knows these days. And I'll see you on the next video, which is probably back to military aircraft, back to the Stuka. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching.